Hmm. Hmm. Well, guess it's time to start the day. Alright, what up, peeps? Got episode 1 of Subnautica here. So I kind of started streaming the game and everything a little bit later than what I've actually been playing. So, spend a couple episodes here kind of catching up before I really kind of get into, some of my own gameplay. So, starting out here at the live pod where I started the game. Kind of give you a little bit of idea where I started out at. Right there's the Aurora crash. For those of you that know something about the game, the rendezvous point, dry land, that direction. Where the big alien gun is in that direction. So, kind of been figuring out that everybody's starting point's just a little bit different. So, just like I said, just gives you an idea of where I started at. Right down below, I got some of the storage lockers. This is what I was using in the very beginning of the game to kind of store stuff, because the one inside there gets full very quickly. But since then, I've pretty much emptied it up. Not really very much in here, besides one or two little things. And then, of course, I got my sea moth. So I painted this thing yellow because I was losing it. Every time I got out of it, I would sit there and freaking lose it. So I figured I'll go ahead and paint it yellow. Should be really easy to find. It actually is. And of course, because I got it painted yellow, I went ahead and named the thing Taxi. Which is exactly what it reminds me of. Little yellow taxi sea moth. And we'll go ahead and move on over to where I built my base. So I wanted someplace flat, still in the shallows, but deep enough that my base would actually be in water, and I wouldn't have to worry about a whole lot hitting it or anything else. So I went ahead and came over here past the creep vines and everything to the red-green mossy area. Also come in really handy because I'm pretty close to creep vines and the creep vine clusters whenever I need something. Also pretty close. Nice thing about the red-green moss is there's a lot of quartz hidden down in this area. So just kind of give you a little overview, little top view of my base. Kind of see what all I got going on here, and then we'll go a little bit more in depth on each little thing through this episode. So, as you can see, being this close, I still got quite a bit of sunlight, so I can still use solar panels. And to make sure I got enough power, I got a pretty little intricate solar panel system going on here. Use one of the little power distributors so I can make sure that I get power going throughout it evenly. Works out pretty good. So we'll start by going in the front hatch of my base here. When you walk in the door, the very first room is kind of like my little storage area. I decided to let my OCD kind of show up a little bit. And I built a whole bunch of storage so that I could name every little thing. And it makes it really easy when I need to look for something. I go specifically to the locker that holds it in there. Of course, I had to build, you know, put a few extra little storage things for certain objects. Got my power cell charger right up here. Nice and handy. Of course, my medical fabricator. And my radio kit, so I don't have to go all the way back to my life pod every time I get a message. So we're going to go down the hall. Got my nice posters hanging up here. Especially my little Keep Calm Kitty right here. It's actually blocking off my bedroom. Got my bed here with my stuffed animal at the top. And of course, 2 water filtration systems. Come in very handy to produce water and also to produce salt. Salt's nice because I can make water if I need be. I can also help cure fish as need be too. Go out and catch my fish, have cured fish that I can take on long rides, so I always have something to consume for food in case I don't necessarily can't get back to base. And my lockers, of course, for my water and for my salt, food, and meds. So whenever I get stocked up on meds, I can throw those in there and always stay nice and stocked up. Got my little planter here in the bedroom with the Chinese potato. As long as I give that enough time to repopulate and don't ever take too much, it'll just keep regrowing and regrowing as need be. And I always have something to eat here in my base. Going down this hallway, this is my other little grow room. Got some lantern trees and also some bobo trees. Bobo trees you gotta hit with the knife in order to get the food out of it. But same thing, as long as you don't take too much from it, it'll never disappear, and then you can keep just repopulating as need be. And of course, lantern fruit you just pick as you need something to eat. Same thing, it'll just sit there and repopulate as it needs to. So next thing we'll do is we'll go upstairs here. Actually, we'll go back downstairs real quick and go back out the front door and get the sea moth. Take you up into the little motor pool area. We'll actually store the sea moth.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
So, super convenient. Go ahead and touch up on my upgrades that are in the sea moth right now. So, currently I got the Mark III, the perimeter defense, and then the storage module. Perimeter defense is actually really freaking good. Probably about the only other thing better than it would be the torpedoes, but I haven't built the torpedo upgrade just yet. Nice thing about having the sea moth docked here is every time it's docked, it's charging. And of course, it's also where I change colors. I can change my name. I can kind of do, you know, all little fun stuff with my sea moth as I need to. but I'm gonna go ahead and keep it yellow because, like I said, it makes it very easy to find when I need to, so I don't lose it. Alright, so this is my scanner room. This is probably one of the best things that I built, because this is what you use in order to find different objects you need. Let's say, for instance, I need some quartz because I'm running low. Come down here and I'll select my quartz and it'll start scanning. So we'll just leave that scanning while I go over here and discuss what upgrades I have for the scanner room. And here in a second you'll start seeing little circles populate on the screen. So in the scanner room, I got the scanner room upgrade and the speed upgrade. Biggest thing is with both of those is, especially with the speed, is it just helps you to start finding stuff quicker. And then of course it gives you a little topographical map of the area. So, and this of course is our cameras. Cameras are really cool because I can kind of fly those out and go search around in the area. There is a range on these that if you go beyond, it'll actually start kind of staticking out. You can use some disruption in it. So you can't go too far, but you can definitely search around in the area close to you, see what's going on and whatnot. And then while we're out here, you can see little circles that are populating around on there, showing you where all the different quartz is located. See if there's one close enough to the base that I can actually show it to you. I believe I've gotten all the ones close to the base, so I may not really be able to show you. At least in the using the camera drone. Oh, nope, here we go. Found one close enough. So, if I was actually out here swimming instead of in the camera drone, I would be able to pick that guy up. And then we'll just go back over here to the docking station on the side of the scanner room. As you can see, it does use battery power, and it also has a damage on it. So, but as long as you have it docked into the side of the scanner room, it'll charge up and you won't have to worry about it. And then you just cycle up and down, change from camera to camera. Alright, so I'll go ahead and shut off the scanner room and we'll continue on. This of course is just a little door I put up because with this being on a different level than the main entrance, sometimes it's just easier to enter and exit through here. We'll go back into the motor pool and we'll come down this second hallway here. So this is the stair, or the ladder. It goes down into the grow room, as you can see right there. And I went ahead and built a couple extra lockers up here, just because I started running out of room down below. Got some different vehicle upgrades, some spots to put them, magnetite, diamond, and ruby. So not really a whole lot in here right now. Eventually I'll have to build some more storage containers. For now, we'll go down into this next section. So figured it would be kind of nice to be able to see out through the wall, so I went ahead and put in glass tunnels. And then in this room, I built the aquarium. Nice thing about this is whenever you collect eggs on the outside, you can bring them right in here, throw them into your aquarium, and you can start getting you some fish in here. Cool thing about it is make sure you build yourself a hatch so you can actually enter into the alien containment. So you can actually pick up your different fish that you got in here, potentially have yourself some meals, or actually have some kind of friend fish. Prior to two of these fish being in here, I actually found a bone shark egg and actually hatched one in here. When I first took him outside, he was actually pretty friendly. Since he's been outside for a little while, he's actually reverted back to being not so friendly. But last little room inside here, just kind of a little clear observation room. And I decided to go ahead and put my desk in here just to, you know, come and chill out. A little research room, but not really doing very much research. And then I got my little Aurora model. Alright, so we'll go ahead and head back to the front door real quick, and go outside and look at a few more things. And alright, so I got a few grow beds outside also. Super nice, especially with stuff like gel sacks. Also with the blood vine or the blood oil. You go down and you find those for the first time. Growing these right here allows you not to have to go down every time you need some. I even decided to go and put a few creep vines here. As long as I don't need a lot of it, then I just come out here and grab one or two and it'll actually repopulate. I grew a lot more of the gel sacks and a lot more of the blood oil because I want to be able to have those more frequently. And I found these membrane trees. Currently I don't know if there's any use for them, but I went ahead and planted them and find out eventually if there's a use for them.